Introduction. The journey to limitless begins. Here. Have you ever felt like there's more inside you? Like you're capable of doing something greater, becoming someone more powerful, more focused, more alive, but something just keeps holding you back? You're not alone. Every human being is born with an extraordinary potential, a limitless mind capable of achieving goals beyond imagination. But here's the truth. Most people never tap into even a fraction of it. They live their entire lives, locked inside mental prisons built by fear, doubt, negative experiences, and the opinions of others. This book, Train Your Mind, Learn to Become Limitless, is your escape route. It's your blueprint for mental freedom. And if you're listening to this right now, it means something deep within you has awakened. A voice whispering that you're meant for more. And you are. You were not born to just exist. You were born to grow, to rise, to evolve, and to live powerfully. This isn't about being better than anyone else. It's about being better than you were yesterday. It's about tapping into that hidden force inside you and saying, I will no longer live small. I will no longer accept limits. Let's be clear. Being limitless doesn't mean you'll never face fear, doubt, or failure. You will. But the difference is, you'll be trained to rise above them. You'll become someone who keeps going when others stop. Someone who turns obstacles into fuel. Someone who doesn't just dream big, but dares to chase those dreams with relentless clarity and courage. You might be wondering, can I really train my mind to become limitless? Yes, absolutely. The human brain is malleable. It's not fixed. Neuroscience has proven that our brains can rewire, rebuild, and reshape themselves at any age. That means you are not your past. You're not your mistakes. You're not your limitations. You are what you decide to become from this moment forward. In this book, you'll discover how to break free from negative thinking and limiting beliefs. Train your focus like a laser, cutting through distractions. Rewire your subconscious to align with your highest goals. Master your emotions, building inner peace and resilience. Unlock flow states where peak performance becomes natural. Build mental strength that turns adversity into advantage. And most importantly, how to live fully, think boldly, and act without fear. But here's something you must know. Transformation doesn't happen passively. You must participate in your evolution. You must be willing to stretch yourself, question everything you think you know, and put in the inner work daily. This is not a book to simply listen to. This is a book to live. So here's what I ask of you. As you go through each chapter, treat it like a personal training session for your mind. Pause when something resonates. Reflect, journal, visualize, apply. Because repetition builds mastery. And mastery builds freedom. Along this journey, you'll have moments where everything clicks, when you suddenly feel the shift in your thinking, your posture, your belief. Those are the moments where your inner power awakens. That's your limitless self coming alive, and guess what? That version of you has always been there, buried beneath the noise, hidden under years of programming, waiting for you to unlock it. From this point on, you're no longer a passive observer of your life. You are the architect, the driver, the force. There is a fire in you. There is a genius in you. There is greatness in you. Now it's time to unleash it. So take a deep breath. Let go of the old story you've been telling yourself and step into a new one, a story of power, potential, and purpose. This is the journey to becoming limitless. Let's begin. Chapter 1. What is a limitless mind? What does it mean to be limitless? Is it about achieving superhuman feats, solving impossible problems, or becoming someone the world looks up to with awe? Not necessarily. A limitless mind isn't about comparing yourself to others or chasing perfection. It's about awakening the full power of your own potential, breaking free from mental chains, expanding your awareness, and rising above the boundaries that once defined your limits. To put it simply, a limitless mind is a trained mind, a mind that knows how to focus, adapt, persevere, and grow beyond any perceived barrier. It's not about how much knowledge you have. It's about how powerfully you can think, how deeply you can feel, and how boldly you can act, even when fear tries to stop you. The illusion of limits. Let's begin with the truth. Most of the limits we experience are not real. They are mental constructs, stories we've inherited, fears we've absorbed, patterns we've repeated. From the moment we are born, we are conditioned by the world around us. Family, culture, school, media, they all feed us messages about what's possible and what's not. And over time, we start believing those messages. I'm not smart enough. I don't have the discipline. I'll never be successful. People like me don't get ahead. It's too late for me to change. These thoughts don't just live in your head, they shape your actions, they influence your energy, they affect your results. But here's the empowering truth. All beliefs are learned, and anything learned can be unlearned. The moment you begin to question your mental limits, you start to dissolve them. And that's where your journey to a limitless mind begins. The core traits of a limitless mind. A limitless mind isn't about knowing everything. It's about training your mental muscles the way an athlete trains their body. Let's break down the key traits that define someone with a limitless mindset. Clarity of vision. People with a limitless mind don't wander aimlessly. They have a clear sense of purpose. They know what they want, why they want it, and what it will take to get there. This clarity acts like a compass. It keeps them on track even when storms hit. When you have a strong why, the how becomes easier. Clarity cuts through confusion. It brings focus, and focus is fuel. Emotional mastery. Emotions are powerful. They either elevate you or drain you. A limitless mind doesn't suppress emotions, it understands them. It knows how to manage fear, calm anxiety, and channel passion into action. Emotional mastery is the foundation of mental strength. The goal is not to feel nothing. The goal is to feel everything, and still choose your response. Mental resilience challenges are inevitable, but how you respond to them defines your growth. A limitless mind sees failure not as the end, but as feedback. It embraces setbacks as stepping stones. When most people quit, the limitless mind says, "What can I learn from this?" Resilience is built by facing adversity and choosing to rise again and again. Relentless curiosity. Limitless mind never stops learning. It sees every moment as a classroom. It asks better questions. It explores, experiments, and evolves. The day you stop learning is the day you start shrinking. Growth isn't something you do once. It's a way of life. Focused action. Thinking big is powerful, but thinking without action is just dreaming. The limitless mind knows how to take action consistently, even when motivation fades. It builds habits that drive momentum, not just spurts of inspiration. Discipline is freedom, and progress builds confidence. The science behind it. This isn't just philosophy, it's backed by science. Neuroscientists have discovered something remarkable about the human brain: neuroplasticity. It means your brain can literally change its structure and function based on how you use it. Every time you learn something new, take a risk, or break a pattern, your brain creates new neural connections. You are rewiring your mind to support your growth. So when you say, "I'm just not wired for this," no, that's a lie. You can change your wiring with intention and repetition. Your brain is not your boss. It's your tool, and you're the one holding the controls. Letting go of the old story. To become limitless, you must let go of the story that has kept you small. What's the story you've been telling yourself? That you're not enough? That success is for other people? That your past defines your future? That story has served its time, but it no longer fits who you're becoming. You are not here to repeat. You are here to rise. Right now, your mind might be filled with doubts. That's okay. Doubt is just a visitor, not a permanent resident. Your job is not to eliminate fear. It's to move forward in spite of it. Your job is not to feel ready. It's to train yourself to act anyway, because readiness doesn't come first. Action does. The shift begins with awareness. Every transformation begins with awareness. Once you become aware of your limiting beliefs, your unconscious habits, and your inner dialogue, you can begin to rewrite the script. You can start choosing thoughts that empower you. You can start creating habits that support your future. You can start building a mindset that opens doors where others see walls. The shift is subtle at first, but over time it becomes undeniable. You'll think differently, feel differently, act differently, and the world will respond. From limited to limitless. Let's be honest. Being limitless doesn't mean life will be easy. It means you'll become powerful enough to handle it all. The wins, the losses, the pressure, the change. You'll no longer shrink to fit into old spaces. You'll grow into the person your future needs you to be. Your past does not define your capacity. Your limits are not fixed, and your mind, when trained, becomes your greatest ally. So ask yourself, are you willing to challenge everything you thought you knew? Are you ready to let go of the small version of yourself? Are you prepared to do the inner work? Because once you make that decision, your transformation begins. You don't need permission to be great. You only need the willingness to start. And now you have. Chapter 2. The Power of Belief. Reprogram your subconscious. What if I told you that your life is being shaped, not by your conscious choices, but by the silent programs running in your subconscious mind? That the real architect behind your results, your relationships, your habits, and your self-image is a set of beliefs you didn't even choose for yourself? It's not magic. It's not luck. It's belief. What you believe determines what you perceive. And what you perceive becomes your reality. If you want to train your mind to become limitless, you must begin with the source code of your identity, your subconscious beliefs. What is the subconscious mind? Let's break it down. Your conscious mind is what you're using right now to listen, analyze, and understand these words. It's logical, rational, and focused on the present moment, but it only controls about 5% of your daily behavior. The other 95%? That's run by your subconscious mind. This is the autopilot system of your life. It stores your beliefs, emotional responses, habits, self-concepts, fears, desires. It doesn't reason. It doesn't question. It simply accepts and repeats. If you were told you're not smart enough, not worthy enough, or not strong enough, your subconscious accepted it. And it's been protecting you from failure, rejection, and risk ever since. Even if that means keeping you small. That's why changing your life isn't just about positive thinking. It's about rewriting the code underneath your thoughts. The science of belief isn't just a feel-good idea. It's a powerful neurological phenomenon. Your brain is a prediction machine. It looks for patterns and tries to create consistency between your beliefs and your experiences. This is called confirmation bias. You tend to see what you already believe. If you believe you're unlucky, you'll overlook your wins and focus on your losses. If you believe people can't be trusted, you'll constantly expect betrayal. If you believe success is for other people, you'll unconsciously sabotage your progress. Your beliefs are like lenses. They don't show you the truth. They show you your version of the truth. But here's the breakthrough. Beliefs can be changed. You can challenge the old beliefs and install new ones that support your growth, your confidence, and your limitless potential. Where do limiting beliefs come from? We're not born with self-doubt. We're taught it. Limiting beliefs are formed through childhood experiences, what your parents, teachers, or environment told you repeatedly. Emotional trauma, moments of pain that created a lasting impression on your identity. Cultural conditioning, what society says is possible for people like you. Failure and rejection, events that made you associate risk with pain. Over time, these experiences form an internal narrative. I'm not good enough. I'll never succeed. I always mess things up. People don't like me. I don't deserve happiness. But remember this, A belief is just a thought you've repeated enough times that it became your truth. And what can be repeated can be replaced. Reprogramming the subconscious. Here's the good news. Your subconscious mind is programmable. Just like a computer, it can be updated with new data, new commands, and new beliefs. Here are 5 powerful methods to reprogram your subconscious and unlock your limitless mind. Self-awareness. Identify the hidden scripts you can't change, what you can't see. Start by noticing your recurring thoughts, especially when you're under stress or facing a challenge. Write them down. What beliefs do I have about success? What do I believe about love, money, or intelligence? What thoughts do I repeat about myself? Awareness is the first step to transformation. Once you see the belief, you can question it. Affirmations. Speak new truths. Your subconscious mind believes whatever you say with emotion and repetition. Affirmations are not cheesy mantras. They are intentional commands to your mind. They are rewiring tools. Speak them out loud every day, not just with your mouth, but with your heart. I am worthy of success. I am enough just as I am. I am capable of creating the life I desire. I believe in myself fully and completely. Don't wait until you feel confident. Say it until your subconscious believes it. Visualization. See it, feel it, become it. Your brain doesn't fully distinguish between real experience and imagined experience. When you visualize your goals vividly, seeing, hearing, and feeling, as if they're already real, you activate the same neural pathways that physical action would trigger. Spend a few minutes each day visualizing your ideal life. See yourself confident and powerful. Feel the joy of achieving your dreams. Imagine acting boldly and succeeding. Over time, your subconscious begins to accept this as your reality and aligns your behavior to match. Emotional reframing. Rewrite the past. Some beliefs are tied to past pain. But pain isn't permanent, it's a message, not a sentence. Use emotional reframing to revisit painful memories with new meaning. What did this teach me? How did I grow stronger? What belief can I now let go of? Forgive the cold past. Release the judgment. Create new meaning. You don't erase the past. You reclaim your power from it. Repetition plus emotion. Transformation. The subconscious doesn't respond to logic. It responds to emotion and repetition. That means you can't just say a belief once and expect change. You must feel it deeply and repeat it consistently. Use tools like journaling, meditation, daily affirmations, audio programming, hypnosis, mindful habits. Make reprogramming part of your daily routine, not just a one-time effort. Beliefs that empower a limitless mind. Here are powerful beliefs you can begin installing today. I am not limited by my past. I am the creator of my thoughts, my energy, and my future. Every challenge I face is an opportunity to grow. I am worthy of love, success, and joy, exactly as I am. The more I believe in myself, the more the world believes in me. I have everything I need within me to rise. Let these become your new inner script. Let them shape how you walk, speak, think, and act. Because when your beliefs align with your potential, your life begins to rise to meet them. Repetition rewires reality. The key to all of this is consistency. Change doesn't happen in a single moment of motivation. It happens in the daily decision to choose a new thought, a new belief, a new identity. Every time you affirm your worth, every time you visualize success, and every time you speak truth over your fear, you are creating a new internal reality, and soon that reality begins to show up on the outside too. Final thought. You become what you believe. Let this be your truth. You are not your past beliefs. You are the thinker of your thoughts, and you have the power to change them. When you reprogram your subconscious, you don't just change what you do. You change who you are becoming. Your mind is not fixed. Your future is not locked. Your identity is not permanent. You can choose again. You can think greater. You can believe differently. because belief is the birthplace of every transformation. Chapter 3. Mental focus. Train your brain. Like a laser in today's fast-paced world, there's one superpower that sets extraordinary minds apart. Focus, not intelligence, not talent. Focus, because when your mind is sharp like a laser, cutting through distraction and zeroing in on what truly matters, your results become inevitable. But here's the truth. Focus is not something you're born with. It's something you train. Your mind is like a muscle. And with the right exercises, strategies, and awareness, you can train it to stay centered, powerful, and unstoppable, no matter how noisy the world becomes. The myth of multitasking. We've been sold a lie. Multitasking is often praised as the hallmark of productivity. But science tells a different story. When you multitask, your brain isn't doing two things at once. It's rapidly switching between tasks, losing energy, time, and efficiency with every jump. This is called task switching cost. Research shows that frequent multitasking reduces attention span, memory retention, creativity, productivity. It literally trains your brain to become scattered and impatient. Think about it. When was the last time you truly focused, without checking your phone, scanning emails, or jumping between tabs? If you want to become limitless, you must reclaim your ability to focus on one powerful thing at a time. The focused mind is a limitless mind. Focus is not about forcing your attention. It's about learning to manage your energy, reduce noise, and direct your thoughts like a laser beam. When you develop true mental focus, you unlock clarity. You know what matters and ignore what doesn't. Speed. You work faster and with more precision. Depth. You solve problems and create at a higher level. Peace. You feel calm, not chaotic. Power. You gain control over your inner world. Focus is mental ownership. And when you own your attention, you own your future. The enemies of focus. Before we sharpen your mental focus, we need to recognize what's dulling it. Here are the most common enemies of a focused mind. Digital distractions, endless scrolling, constant notifications, the just one more video trap. Your phone is designed to steal your focus. Every ping hijacks your brain's dopamine system, leaving you scattered and addicted. Mental clutter. Too many open loops, too many decisions. An overthinking mind can't focus. If your thoughts are messy, your focus will follow. Lack of purpose. If you don't know what you're aiming at, everything becomes a distraction. Purpose gives your focus a direction. Poor sleep and nutrition. Your brain is a biological machine. If you don't fuel it properly or rest it enough, your focus will suffer no matter how motivated you are. Laser focus training. Techniques to sharpen your mind. Now, let's get into the good stuff. Here are proven, powerful techniques to train your brain like a laser. 1. The one thing rule. Start every day by asking, what's the one thing I can do today that will make everything else easier or unnecessary? Then focus on that one thing with all your energy until it's done. This is the secret of highly successful people. Clarity plus execution. Time blocking. Your brain loves structure. Use time blocks to assign focused work sessions during the day. During each block, turn off all notifications, close unnecessary tabs, set a timer, e.g. 25 to 50 minutes. Focus on a single task only. After each block, take a short break to recharge. This technique, known as the Pomodoro method, builds your brain's stamina and improves your ability to stay locked in. Mindfulness meditation. Meditation, even just 5 to 10 minutes a day of sitting quietly, observing your breath, and noticing your thoughts without judgment, can massively improve focus. Why? Because it teaches you to catch distractions and gently return your attention back to the present. It's like weightlifting for your attention span. Create a focus-optimized environment. You can't thrive in chaos. Create a distraction-free zone where you do your deep work. Keep your desk clean and minimal. Use noise-canceling headphones or calming background music. Keep your phone in another room or on Do Not Disturb. Let others know you're in a focus block. Your environment should protect your attention, not steal it. Train your dopamine system. Distraction isn't your fault. It's your brain's craving for dopamine, but you can retrain it. Here's how: delay gratification. Don't reward yourself with phone time until the task is done. Do a dopamine detox once a week. No social media, no news, no endless browsing. Celebrate small wins. Let your brain associate focus with pleasure. This rewires your reward system to enjoy discipline over distraction. Practice mental rehearsal. Elite performers, from athletes to musicians, use this technique. Before you begin a task, close your eyes and mentally rehearse yourself focusing deeply, avoiding distractions and finishing strong. This prepares your mind to follow through with clarity and commitment. Eliminate open loops. Your brain can't focus when it's juggling 17 unresolved tasks. Keep a mental dump journal nearby. Every time a random thought or to-do pops into your head, write it down and return to your task. This creates mental closure, freeing up your focus. Upgrade your identity. Become a focused person. You don't just want to focus, you want to become someone who is focused. That starts with identity. Tell yourself, I am someone who finishes what I start. I don't chase distractions, I create results. Focus is my edge, it's who I am. The more you affirm this identity, the more your habits begin to align with it. Remember, your brain follows your beliefs. Consistency is the real power. Don't try to master focus overnight. Instead, build it like a muscle. Start small. 15 minutes of deep work a day, a clean workspace, one distraction-free morning per week. Then increase your intensity over time. Focus grows with use. And the more you train it, the more unstoppable you become. Final thought. Attention is the new wealth. In today's noisy world, your attention is your most valuable currency. You can't buy it. You can't borrow it. You must own it. Train your focus and you train your power. Master your attention and you master your life. Because a focused mind is a limitless mind. Chapter 4. Emotional Mastery. Staying calm. Under chaos, in a world that never stops spinning, storms will come, unexpected changes, hurtful words, failures, criticism, pressure. Most people react, they explode, collapse, panic. They allow their emotions to run wild and control their actions. But not you, because you're here to train your mind to become limitless. And that journey requires one of the most powerful skills a human can possess: emotional mastery. This doesn't mean suppressing emotions or pretending to be calm. It means developing the inner strength to stay grounded, balanced, and conscious, even when the world shakes around you. This chapter is your guide to becoming that steady force, to rising above the noise, to walking through fire and remaining cool, collected, and in control. What is emotional mastery? Emotional mastery is not about being emotionless. It's about learning how to recognize your emotions, understand where they come from, respond, not react, and ultimately, use them to your advantage. It means becoming the captain of your emotional ship, not a passenger tossed by every wave. When you master your emotions, you gain a superpower. You don't lose your temper. You don't get paralyzed by fear. You don't fall apart when plans fail. You don't let others pull your strings. You choose your state of mind, moment by moment. That's real power. The difference between reaction and response. Let's make something very clear. A reaction is automatic. It's instant, it's primal. It often comes from fear, ego, or past pain. A response is intentional, it's thoughtful, it's wise. It comes from awareness, values, and inner strength. Most people live in reaction mode. Someone insults them, they lash out. They get rejected, they spiral into self-doubt. They get bad news, they drown in panic. But emotionally masterful people hit pause. They observe what's happening inside, and they choose their next move from a place of power, not panic. This is what separates the average mind from the limitless mind. Your emotions are messengers, not enemies. Let's shift your perspective. Your emotions are not bad. They are signals telling you something important. Fear tells you where to prepare. Anger shows where your boundaries were crossed. Sadness points to what needs healing. Frustration reveals what you've outgrown. Joy highlights what you value. The key is to listen, not blindly follow. Don't suppress your emotions. Don't drown in them either. Learn to read them. Learn to manage them. Learn to guide them. Steps to emotional mastery. Let's now walk through 5 practical steps that will help you master your emotions and remain calm under chaos. Step 1. Awareness. Name it to tame it. You cannot master what you're unaware of. Whenever you feel triggered, stressed, anxious, or overwhelmed, pause and ask, what am I feeling right now? Give the emotion a name. I feel frustrated. I feel hurt. I feel insecure. This simple act of naming activates your prefrontal cortex, the thinking part of your brain, and helps you regain control. It turns chaos into clarity. Step 2. Breathe. Master your physiology. Your breath is your anchor. When your emotions rise, your body reacts. Shallow breath, tight chest. Racing heart, these signals intensify the emotion. But when you take deep, slow breaths, you tell your nervous system, I'm safe. I'm in control. I can handle this. Try this simple technique called box breathing. Inhale for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. Exhale for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. Repeat this cycle for 2 to 3 minutes whenever you feel overwhelmed. You'll feel your body shift from panic to peace. Step 3. Reframe. Change the meaning. Your emotional state is often shaped by the meaning you give to events. 2 people can experience the same situation. One falls apart, the other grows stronger. The difference? Interpretation. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Ask, what is this teaching me? How can I grow from this? What would the strongest version of me do right now? Reframing is about choosing a meaning that empowers you, not breaks you. Step 4. Release. Let go of what no longer serves you. Holding on to resentment, fear, or pain is like carrying rocks in your backpack. It slows you down. It drains your energy. Practice emotional hygiene. Journal your feelings. Talk to a coach or friend. Practice forgiveness, not for them, for your peace. And remember, letting go doesn't mean forgetting. It means freeing yourself from emotional bondage. You deserve peace. Give yourself permission to feel it. Step 5. Align. Choose your response from your highest self before reacting. Pause and ask, how would the strongest, wisest version of me respond to this? Make that your standard. Emotionally masterful. People respond from values, not moods. They act from intention, not impulse. This is how you rise above chaos. Daily habits to build emotional strength. Emotional mastery is not a one-time decision. It's a lifestyle. Here are habits that build emotional resilience over time. Morning silence. Start your day in calm, not chaos. Even 5 minutes of stillness centers your nervous system. Gratitude journaling. Train your brain to focus on abundance, not lack. Mindful movement. Exercise releases emotional tension from your body. Digital boundaries. Don't let emotional triggers come from your screen. Control your input to protect your peace. Reflection time. End each day by reviewing what triggered you and how you handled it. This builds self-awareness and growth. The calm mind is the unstoppable mind. When chaos strikes, be it in your career, your relationships, or the world around, your calm becomes your competitive advantage. While others panic, you plan. While others freeze, you adapt. While others react, you lead. You are no longer just surviving emotions. You are using them as fuel, and that is true emotional power. Final thought: the storm will pass. The mountain emotions are like weather, they come and go. But your inner world can be like a mountain, steady, unmoved. Let the winds howl, let the waves crash. You remain grounded because you're not your emotions. You are the one who observes, guides, and masters them. And that's what makes you limitless. Chapter 5. Resilience. Build an unbreakable inner core. Life will test you. It will push, prod, and sometimes punch you in the gut. But here's the truth. Resilience is not about avoiding hardship. It's about rising stronger each time you fall. In this chapter, you'll discover how to forge an inner core so unbreakable that no setback, no failure, and no criticism can derail you. You'll learn to treat every challenge as fuel for growth, and you'll emerge not just unshaken, but more powerful than ever before. What is resilience? Resilience is your mind's capacity to bounce back from adversity. It's the mental elasticity that allows you to recover quickly from failures, adapt to unexpected changes, maintain optimism in the face of difficulty, keep moving forward, no matter what. Think of resilience as the steel frame inside a skyscraper. When high winds hit, the building sways, but it doesn't crumble. That same unbreakable framework resides within you. The resilience. Mindset resilient people share 3 core beliefs. Nothing is permanent. Every challenge has an expiration date. I have agency. Even when circumstances are tough, you always have a choice in how you respond. I learn and grow. Setbacks are not punishments. They are lessons wrapped in disguise. Adopt these beliefs, and you transform obstacles into stepping stones. The science of bouncing back. Psychologists identify resilience as a combination of cognitive flexibility, the ability to reframe thoughts, emotional regulation, managing stress and negative emotions, optimism, maintaining hope, and social support, leaning on others when needed. Neuroscience shows that each time you overcome adversity, your brain strengthens neural networks linked to coping and problem solving. In other words, the more you practice resilience, the more resilient you become. Pillars of unbreakable resilience. Let's build your inner core. Here are 5 actionable pillars. Embrace the growth perspective. Every challenge carries a lesson. Ask yourself, what is this experience trying to teach me? Shift from, why is this happening to me, to, what can I learn from this? This simple reframe turns pain into progress. Cultivate radical acceptance. Radical acceptance means acknowledging reality without judgment. It doesn't mean you like what's happening. It means you refuse to waste energy fighting what you cannot change. When you stop resisting, you conserve mental power to focus on what you can control. Strengthen your recovery rituals. Resilience isn't only about the challenge, it's about the recovery. Develop daily and post-stress rituals that restore your energy. Physical reset, a brisk walk, stretching, or a few minutes of mindful movement. Mental reset, a short meditation, journaling a gratitude list, or listening to uplifting music. Emotional reset, talking candidly with a friend, releasing tension through creative expression, or practicing deep breathing. Recovery rituals act like shock absorbers. They cushion your mind after every jolt. Build a resilience network. You don't have to go it alone. Identify people who encourage you, challenge you to grow, remind you of your strengths. Reach out when you feel low. Share your struggles. Vulnerability breeds connection, and connection fuels resilience. Practice micro-adversity deliberately. Stepping outside your comfort zone builds toughness. This could be speaking up in a meeting, taking cold showers, learning a challenging skill, volunteering to lead a new project. Each small risk you take is like a mini workout for your resilience. Muscle. Over time, you'll handle bigger storms with ease. Turning setbacks into launch pads, resilient people don't just endure, they utilize. Here's how to transform any setback into a springboard. Pause and process. Give yourself permission to feel. Name your emotions. Then set a timer, 5 minutes to fully experience and release. Extract the lesson. What went wrong and why? Identify one insight you can carry forward. Make a micro plan. What's one small action you can take today to move forward? It might be an email you send, a habit you tweak, or a conversation you have. Affirm your agency. Speak aloud. I choose how I react. I choose to grow. Execute. With courage. Do the micro plan immediately. Momentum is the antidote to despair. Habits that cement resilience. To keep your inner core strong, integrate these habits. Daily reflection. Each evening, journal one challenge you faced and one lesson learned. Gratitude practice. Name 3 things you're grateful for, especially during hard times. Physical training. Your body and mind share energy. Regular exercise builds both physical and mental stamina. Mindful pause. Take 2-minute mini breaks during the day to center your breath and reset your mindset. Positive input. Consume books, podcasts, and conversations that reinforce possibility, not pessimism. Real world. Example. The Phoenix Principle. Consider the phoenix, a mythical bird that burns to ashes, only to rise anew, more glorious than before. You are that phoenix. Every trial is your burn. Every recovery is your rise. Embrace the cycle. Trust that each fall prepares you for an even higher ascent. Final thought, your inner core is unbreakable. Resilience isn't something you either have or you don't. It's a skill you build, pillar by pillar, ritual by ritual, challenge by challenge. Your inner core can withstand any storm, because within you lies a force that no circumstance can extinguish. Stand tall, breathe deep, and remember, your mind is limitless. Your spirit is unbreakable. Chapter 6. Break the barriers, smashing mental limits. Every day, people walk around carrying invisible chains, limits they've unknowingly placed on themselves. I'm not smart enough. I wasn't born for greatness. This is just who I am. These phrases may sound harmless, but they shape destinies. They create glass ceilings not built by society, but by the mind. In this chapter, we're going to smash those mental barriers, not with brute force, but with clarity, courage, and action. Because here's the truth. The biggest walls you'll ever face are the ones you build in your own mind. The nature of mental limits. Mental limits are beliefs, and often unconscious, that define what we think we can or cannot do. They're usually shaped by childhood experiences, repeated failures, cultural conditioning, fear of judgment, a lack of exposure to new possibilities. And here's what makes them dangerous. They feel real, but they're not. A mental limit is like a fence painted on the ground. Your mind sees it and stops, never realizing it could have walked right through. The elephant in the rope. There's a well-known parable about elephants in captivity. As babies, they're tied to a small stake. They tug and pull but can't break free. Eventually, they stop trying. As adults, fully capable of tearing down trees, they remain tethered to that same stake, never attempting to escape. Why? Because they believe they can't. We do the same. We let old failures, past opinions, or early experiences define our current potential. It's time to break free. Recognizing your inner walls. You can't break what you don't see. Start by spotting the mental barriers in your life. Ask yourself, where in my life do I feel stuck or held back? What do I believe about myself in that area? Who or what taught me to think that way? Has that belief ever been challenged? You might uncover beliefs like, I'm too old to start over. People like me don't succeed. If I fail, it means I'm a failure. Catch these thoughts. Write them down. Because awareness is the first strike against limitation. The 4 most common mental barriers. The fear of failure. This is the giant gatekeeper of growth. It whispers, "What if you try and don't succeed?" But here's the comeback. What if I succeed beyond anything I've imagined? Failure is not the opposite of success. It's the staircase to it. The fear of judgment. What will others think? This fear has caged millions of dreams. Newsflash. People are not thinking about you nearly as much as you think they are. Most are too busy worrying about themselves. The scarcity belief. This is the mindset that says, there's not enough. Time, money, talent, opportunities. It feels like the world's riches are for someone else. But abundance isn't about resources. It's about resourcefulness. The identity trap, when you say things like, "I'm just not that kind of person." You lock yourself into a fixed identity. But your identity isn't permanent. It's programmable. You can upgrade it, change it, reinvent it, starting now. Tools to smash mental limits. Let's break through with purpose and power. These tools will help. Tool number 1, the power of yet. Every time you catch yourself saying, "I can't," add yet. I can't public speak, or I can't public speak yet. I don't understand finance when I don't understand finance yet. It's a small shift, but it reopens the door to growth. Tool number 2, identity expansion. Start thinking and acting like the person you want to become. Ask, what would the limitless version of me do in this situation? Would they hesitate or act with bold clarity? Would they stay quiet or speak with courage? This isn't pretending. It's training your brain to operate at a higher level. Tool. Farsus visualization as a weapon. Close your eyes and vividly imagine yourself breaking through your limits. See it, hear it, feel it. Whether it's speaking confidently, launching your dream business, or running a marathon, mentally rehearsing success strengthens the neural pathways needed to turn that vision into action. Tool number 4, fear reversal. Instead of fearing what could go wrong if you try, fear what will happen if you don't try. Ask yourself, if I don't break this limit, what will my life look like in 5 years? That fear of regret, stagnation, or unrealized potential will often be a more powerful motivator than the fear of failure. Tool number 5, action shatters illusions. Your limits only survive in inaction. The moment you move, even slightly, the I am illusion starts to break. Take a small step that contradicts your limiting belief. Apply for that opportunity. Have that bold conversation. Show up in the room you're scared of. Action is louder than belief. When you act, your brain rewires itself to match what you do. Break the loop. Install new beliefs. Once you challenge an old belief, you must replace it. Here are 3 examples. Old belief, new belief. I'm not good at this. I can learn anything with effort and time. I'm stuck. I always have options and choices. I'm not enough. I am evolving every single day. Repeat your new beliefs daily, out loud, in writing, and most importantly, in action. Breakthrough. Moments are closer than you think. Think back to a time when you accomplished something you once thought was impossible. Maybe it was graduating, changing careers, moving to a new city, or healing from heartbreak. At first, it felt daunting. But once you did it, you couldn't believe you ever doubted yourself. That's the power of smashing a limit. It reveals just how false that barrier truly was. And then you wonder, if I could do that, what else can I do? Your mind, a boundless force. Your potential is not capped. Your mind is not a container, it's a creator. The more limits you smash, the more your world expands. Not because the world changed, but because you did. You weren't born to be average. You weren't built to stay boxed in. You are limitless by design if you dare to believe it. Chapter 7. Daily habits of the mentally elite. Greatness is not born, it's built. The most powerful minds on the planet didn't wake up one day and find themselves mentally elite. They crafted it, brick by brick, habit by habit. If you want to train your mind to become limitless, it won't be from a one-time motivation rush. It'll be from what you do every single day, because consistency beats intensity when it comes to mental mastery. In this chapter, you'll learn the daily habits that the mentally elite live by, those high performers, deep thinkers, and quiet warriors who walk through life with clarity, focus, and resilience. Why habits matter more than motivation. Let's start with a bold truth. Motivation is fleeting. It's emotional. It rises and falls like waves. But habits, they're the bedrock, the system, the structure that remains strong, even when motivation vanishes. Elite thinkers don't rely on how they feel in the moment. They design their day so that success becomes automatic, and you can do the same. Start with stillness, the morning. Reset. The mentally elite don't roll out of bed and dive straight into chaos. They begin with stillness, silence, a moment to own their mind before the world gets a chance to. Habit. 5 to 10 minutes of quiet mindfulness each morning. This isn't complicated. You don't need to levitate or chant. Just sit, breathe, be aware, ask. What kind of mind do I want to bring into the world today? What do I want to feel? What will I choose to focus on? Stillness centers you. It reminds your mind that you're in control. Feed the mind. Daily mental nutrition. Your brain is hungry, not just for calories, but for quality input. Mentally elite individuals are curators of their information diet. They don't flood their brain with noise. They feed it with knowledge, inspiration, and challenge. Habit. Read, listen, or watch something that grows your mind every day for at least 15 minutes. Options. A powerful book, a thought-provoking podcast, a documentary, a deep conversation with someone wiser. Think of it like brushing your brain, clearing out the clutter, sharpening your thinking. Movement. Mental clarity. Physical motion influences mental emotion. You don't just move to look good, you move to think better. Exercise oxygenates the brain. It boosts dopamine, serotonin, and endorphins. It fights stress. It fuels clarity. It trains discipline. Habit. Move your body for at least 20 minutes a day. Not a gym rat? That's fine. Walk, stretch, dance, do push-ups, ride a bike. It's not about being fit, it's about staying mentally sharp. Journal your mind. The mentally elite externalize their thoughts. Why? Because the mind is not a storage unit, it's a processor. When you write things down. You reduce overwhelm, clarify confusion, spot patterns, capture insights. Habit. Journal once a day. Even if it's just 5 minutes, you can write what you're grateful for, what you're feeling, what you're learning, what you're struggling with. This is how you converse with your subconscious, and the answers will surprise you. Practice, focus, the deep work. Ritual distraction is the disease of the modern mind. The elite don't avoid work, they dive deep into it undisturbed. Habit. Spend at least 60-90 minutes a day in focused, distraction-free work. No phone, no multitasking, just one task. Full attention. This is where breakthroughs happen, where ideas become action. It's not about doing more, it's about doing what matters better. Mental detox. Control the inputs. You become what you allow into your mind. The mentally elite are ruthless about this. They don't scroll endlessly. They don't entertain toxicity. They guard their peace like it's gold, because it is. Habit. Limit digital input. Mute the noise. Set boundaries. Try 1 hour a day completely tech-free. Turning off notifications. Keeping your phone out of reach when working or resting. Protect your attention. It's your most valuable currency. Intentional breathing. Throughout the day sounds too simple, right? But breathing with awareness is like hitting the reset button on your nervous system. When stress hits or focus fades, the mentally elite use intentional breathing to return to clarity. Habit. 3 times a day, pause and take 10 deep, slow breaths. Feel the shift. The mind settles. The noise quiets. You return to presence. It takes less than a minute, but it creates space for better decisions and sharper awareness. Reflect and recalibrate each night. The elite don't just charge through life blindly. They pause, they ask, they refine. Habit. Spend 5 minutes each night reviewing your day. Ask, what did I do well? What can I improve? What am I proud of? What do I want to carry into tomorrow? This habit turns days into wisdom. It's like sharpening your mental blade every 24 hours. Sleep like a warrior. Preparing for battle sleep is not a luxury, it's a mental weapon. The mentally elite guard their sleep like their success depends on it, because it does. Habit. 7 to 8 hours of high-quality, screen-free, well-earned sleep. Tips. Shut off devices 30 minutes before bed. Cool, dark, quiet room. Light reading. Or calming music. Go to bed and wake up at the same time daily. You're not being lazy. You're building a high-performance mind. 10. Speak power into your mind, words or spells. What you say becomes how you think, and how you think becomes who you are. The mentally elite don't trash talk themselves. They speak with intention. Habit. Use empowering self-talk, daily, out loud, and without apology. Say, I can handle whatever today brings. I'm focused, calm, and in control. I learn from everything, even setbacks. You're not lying to yourself. You're leading yourself. Your mind runs on ritual. The mentally elite don't wake up in greatness. They ritualize it. They make clarity, focus, confidence, and growth part of their daily system. Your mind is a mirror of your habits. And when you design your day intentionally, you don't just change your mindset, you change your future. Challenge. Create your own mental mastery routine. Take these 10 habits and create a custom daily flow that works for your lifestyle. Don't try to do all 10 perfectly on day 1. Start with 2 or 3, then build. Here's a sample blueprint. Morning, 5 mind stillness, 10 min reading, 20 min movement, 5 min journaling. Daytime, 60 min deep work. Digital detox periods, 10 deep. Breaths after lunch evening. 5 min reflection speak, 3 affirmations, 30 min screen-free wind down. Sleep like a pro. That's a routine of a mentally elite version of you. Chapter 8. Visualization and affirmation. See it, feel it, achieve it. Every success story starts in the same place. Before the gold medals, before the best-selling book, before the billion-dollar business, there was a vision, a mental picture of what could be, what would be, and behind that vision was a voice, repeating truths, beliefs, and mantras that shaped the path. That's the magic of visualization and affirmation, 2 of the most powerful tools used by the mentally elite to reprogram their subconscious and turn goals into reality. Let's break down how these tools work, why they're so effective, and how to build your own daily practice. What is visualization? Visualization is simply this: seeing with the mind what you want to experience in the real world. It's mental rehearsal. It's training your brain to believe that your goals are not just possible, but inevitable. World-class athletes use it. CEOs, actors, innovators, artists, they all see the future before they create it. Why? Because the brain doesn't fully distinguish between imagined experiences and real ones. When you visualize vividly, you build neural patterns that mirror physical practice. That means you feel more confident, you perform better, you align your focus and energy. It's not fantasy, it's mental conditioning. The science behind visualization. Your brain has a part called the reticular activating system, ERAS. It acts like a filter. When you visualize your goals, Your RAS starts tuning your awareness to spot opportunities that align with your vision. It's like activating your brain's GPS. Your subconscious starts working behind the scenes to push you toward people, habits, and actions that match your vision. Bypass fear, doubt, and hesitation. Build belief that leads to boldness. In short, what you repeatedly picture, you begin to pursue, and eventually, to become. How to visualize powerfully. Here's a simple yet powerful 5-minute visualization ritual used by high performers. Step 1. Find stillness. Sit in a quiet place. Close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths to calm your nervous system. Step 2. Create the scene. Visualize a goal you want to achieve. Make it specific. A job promotion, a stage appearance, a fit body, a peaceful mind. Step 3. Activate all your senses. What do you see? Hear, smell, feel, taste. Make it vivid. The more real, the better. Step 4. Feel the emotion. Don't just see the outcome, feel it. Joy, pride, confidence, gratitude. Emotion is the glue that locks the vision in place. Step 5. End with action. Visualize yourself taking the steps to get there. Show your brain not just the end, but the path. You've just planted a seed. Repeat this every day and it will grow. What are affirmations? Affirmations are intentional, empowering statements you say to yourself to reshape your beliefs. Think of them as mental training reps. Every time you repeat an affirmation, you're strengthening new neural pathways, rewriting old, limiting scripts, teaching your subconscious who you really are. The mentally elite use affirmations like a sword. They cut through fear, doubt, insecurity, and replace them with power, purpose, and identity. Why affirmations? Work. Your subconscious doesn't argue. It simply accepts repeated thoughts as truth. If you keep saying, "I'm not good enough," "I can't change," "I always fail," your brain believes it. But when you say, "I am focused and capable," "I create solutions," "I attract opportunities and results," your subconscious adjusts your actions to match. That's how you begin to live from a new identity, not because you fake it, but because you build it. How to use affirmations daily. Here's how to make affirmations work for you. Keep them positive. Say what you want, not what you're avoiding. I am calm and centered. I am not anxious anymore. 2. Speak in the present. Tense your brain needs to hear it as now, not someday. I am confident in every situation. I will try to be more confident. Feel it when you say it. Add energy, emotion, intention. Say it like you mean it, not like you're reading a grocery list. Repetition builds belief. Start and end your day with affirmations. Say them in the mirror. Whisper them in tough moments. Write them down. Repetition. Reprogramming. Affirmation. Blueprint. The limitless mindset. Here's a set of powerful affirmations to program a limitless mindset. I am limitless. My potential has no boundaries. I train my mind daily and sharpen my focus. I overcome obstacles with clarity and confidence. Every day I grow stronger, smarter, and calmer. I attract powerful opportunities and meaningful connections. My thoughts shape my reality. I choose them wisely. I act with purpose. I speak with power. I lead with vision. Feel free to create your own, based on what you're currently working on. Your affirmations are your mental armor. Combining visualization plus affirmation, a daily ritual. The real power lies in combining both practices into one supercharged routine. Here's a 10-minute limitless ritual. Sit quietly, get still and centered. Visualize your goal. See it clearly and emotionally. Feel the victory. Amplify the emotions of success. Speak affirmations aloud. Let your voice carry power and belief. End with action. Name one thing you'll do today to move toward the vision. Do this daily, especially in the morning, when your mind is fresh and more programmable. Bonus practice. Affirmation. Triggers. Use your environment to reinforce your beliefs. Try this. Write affirmations on sticky notes, mirror, laptop, fridge. Set daily phone reminders. Use a password that contains your favorite affirmation, e.g., focus ed 2-25. Turn your world into a mental gym, so you're constantly reinforcing who you're becoming. The future you already exists. The most powerful truth you can carry with you is this. If you can see it in your mind, if you can feel it in your body, if you can speak it with belief, you can live it in your life. Visualization and affirmation are not magic. They're mental strategies that train your focus, rewire your beliefs, and fuel your action. They don't just help you dream bigger, they help you become bigger. Chapter 9. The Limitless Routine. Structure that sparks. Growth. To become truly limitless, your mindset alone isn't enough. Even the sharpest mind needs a foundation, a daily structure that channels energy, focus, and intention into consistent progress. Imagine a powerful engine without fuel or a compass without a map. Without routine, your limitless mind risks wandering aimlessly or burning out. That's why the mentally elite build their lives around routines that spark growth, structures designed to optimize their mental, emotional, and physical resources every single day. This chapter will take you through the key elements of a limitless routine, a simple yet transformative daily framework that will set you up to win day after day, step after step. Why routine? The science of consistency. Our brains crave patterns. Routine leverages this craving. Habits form neural pathways. The more consistent the action, the stronger the pathway. When you create a habit of growth-oriented behaviors, your brain automates the process. This means less mental friction or decision fatigue, more effortless forward momentum, the ability to focus your conscious energy on higher-level challenges. In other words, routine is the backbone of sustainable progress. Core. Pillars of the limitless routine. A truly powerful routine addresses your whole being, not just your mind, but also your body, emotions, and environment. Here are the 5 pillars that every limitless routine should include. Morning mindset. Ritual. How you start your day sets the tone for everything that follows. This ritual is about claiming your mindset before distractions flood. In key practices, meditation or deep breathing, 5-10 minutes. Visualization and affirmations from Chapter 8. Setting 3 intentional goals for the day. This primes your focus, calms anxiety, and aligns your subconscious with your highest priorities. Focused work. Blocks. Limitless minds don't just work harder, they work smarter. Split your day into focused blocks of deep work, periods dedicated to your most important tasks with 0 distractions. Tips for focused blocks. Use the Pomodoro technique. 25 minutes work, 5 minutes rest. Turn off notifications and silence your phone. Create a dedicated workspace. By batching your attention, you maximize mental clarity and reduce fatigue. Physical movement and care. Your brain thrives in a healthy body. Exercise isn't just for the gym rats, it's a non-negotiable for mental power. Include 20-30 minutes of movement, walking, stretching, yoga, strength training. Proper hydration and nutritious meals. Scheduled breaks to avoid burnout. Physical vitality fuels mental sharpness and resilience. Learning and growth. Time. A limitless mind is always expanding. Set aside daily time to consume knowledge, reading, podcasts, courses, or reflect on what you've learned. Structure it like this: 30 minutes minimum of deliberate learning, journaling insights and how you will apply them. Continuous growth keeps your mind fresh, curious, and adaptable. Evening reflection and reset. The day doesn't end when the clock strikes 5. Evening rituals cement gains, release stress, and prepare you for tomorrow. Try these. Write 3 things you're grateful for. Reflect on wins and lessons from the day. Plan your top goals for tomorrow. Limit screen time to improve sleep quality. Sleep is the secret growth agent your routine can't miss. Building your personalized, limitless routine. One size doesn't fit all. Your routine should serve you, not the other way around. Start by answering, what time do I naturally feel most focused? When am I energized for physical activity? What habits drain or boost my energy? What are my non-negotiables for health and rest? Use these answers to design your ideal day, a structure that respects your rhythms and commitments. Sample limitless daily routine. Here's an example of a balanced, powerful daily schedule you can customize. 6 a.m. morning mindset. Ritual, meditation, visualization, affirmations, goal setting. 6:30 a.m. physical movement, jogging or yoga. 7 a.m. healthy breakfast. 8 a.m. deep work block. 1. Highest priority task. 10 a.m. break, hydrate, stretch. 10:15 a.m. deep work block. 2:12 p.m. lunch and walk. 1 p.m. learning session, reading or course. 1:30 p.m. light work, meetings. 3 p.m. break, movement. 3:15 p.m. deep work block. 3. Wrap up critical tasks. 5 p.m. evening reflection, journal, gratitude, plan next day. 6 p.m. relaxation, family time. 9 p.m. screen free, wind down, reading, light meditation. 10 p.m. sleep, overcoming common routine challenges. Resistance and procrastination. Your brain naturally resists change. Start small. Commit to just 5 minutes a day at first. Build gradually. Unexpected interruptions. Flexibility is key. If something throws you off, reset calmly. Don't quit the routine, just shift the schedule. Perfectionism. Trap routine isn't about rigidity. It's about consistency. Missing a day isn't failure. It's an opportunity to recommit. Tracking progress and celebrating wins. The limitless routine isn't just about discipline. It's about joy and motivation. Track your progress with a habit tracker app or journal. Weekly reviews of what worked and what didn't. Celebrating small wins to build momentum. When you see how far you've come, motivation naturally rises. The ripple effect of a limitless routine, building a routine, isn't just about what happens in your day. It affects your mindset, your relationships, your health, and your impact. With a limitless routine, stress drops because your day feels manageable. Confidence rises as you consistently move forward. Creativity sparks when your mind is clear and energized. Resilience grows because your foundation is solid. This is the structure that supports your limitless potential. Your next step today, design one small part of your routine. Maybe it's 5 minutes of morning meditation or setting a bedtime. Remember, this is a journey. Each day you commit, you become more unstoppable. As your routine takes root, you'll notice something incredible. Progress starts to feel effortless. Your limitless mind will meet a limitless structure, and together they will spark your growth like never before. Chapter 10. Flow State Mastery. Peak Performance on Demand. Imagine a moment where time slows down, distractions fade away, and your mind sharpens into a perfect beam of energy. In this state, you perform at your absolute best, effortlessly, creative, deeply focused, and unstoppable. This moment is called flow. Flow is the secret weapon of elite performers, creatives, athletes, and thinkers. It's the place where your limitless mind transcends ordinary limits and taps into its highest potential. In this chapter, we'll uncover what flow is, why it matters, and, most importantly, how to train yourself to enter flow on demand whenever you need it. What is flow? The science behind the magic. The concept of flow was first identified by psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi. He described flow as a mental state where a person is fully immersed and involved in an activity, with energized focus, full involvement, and enjoyment in the process. In flow, your attention narrows to the task at hand. Self-consciousness dissolves. No room for doubt or fear. Your sense of time distorts. Hours can pass like minutes. Performance peaks naturally without forcing. Neuroscientifically, flow happens when the brain balances challenge and skill perfectly, releasing a cocktail of dopamine, norepinephrine, endorphins, and serotonin. These neurochemicals heighten focus, creativity, and motivation. Why flow matters for a limitless mind. Flow is not just about feeling good, though it feels amazing. It's about peak performance. When in flow, your mind is operating at its highest efficiency. You solve problems with clarity and ease. Learn faster and retain information better. Create innovative ideas and solutions. Experience deep satisfaction and motivation. Flow is the ultimate productivity hack for anyone committed to mental mastery. The 3 essential conditions to enter flow. To trigger flow reliably, your environment and mindset need to align around 3 key factors. Challenge skill. Balance flow occurs when the task challenges you just enough to stretch your abilities without overwhelming you. If the task is too easy, boredom. If too hard, anxiety. Find that sweet spot where you feel stretched but capable. Clear goals. You need crystal clear objectives for your session. Vague intentions lead to wandering attention. Specific goals keep your brain laser focused. Example, instead of work on project, say, write 500 words of chapter 3. 3. Immediate feedback. Your brain thrives when it knows how it's doing. Feedback can be internal, knowing if a sentence flows well, or external, seeing a progress bar, or receiving a message. This feedback loop keeps your brain engaged and adjusting moment to moment. How to train yourself to enter flow on demand. While flow often happens spontaneously, with practice you can learn to summon it intentionally. Here are powerful strategies. Prepare your environment, remove distractions, silence your phone, close unrelated tabs, clear clutter. Create a space that signals flow time to your brain. Use rituals to signal focus before you begin. Perform a short ritual, lighting a candle, playing a certain song, or a breathing exercise. These cues prime your mind to shift into focused mode. Break work into manageable chunks. Use time blocks, like Pomodoro, with clear goals. Knowing you only have 25 minutes to dive deep can ignite urgency and focus. Warm up your mind, just like athletes stretch before a race. Warm up your brain with a simple related task. This could be reviewing notes, brainstorming ideas, or a short meditation. Manage your energy. Not just time. Flow requires alertness and stamina. Eat well, hydrate, and take short breaks to recharge. If you're exhausted, flow becomes elusive. Advanced flow techniques. Once you master basics, these techniques deepen flow mastery. Mindfulness and presence. Train yourself to be fully present with mindfulness meditation. This helps quiet mental chatter that blocks flow. Visualize your flow state. Before starting, imagine yourself in flow. Fully focused, effortlessly productive. Visualization programs your brain for success. Use positive self-talk. Replace doubts with affirmations like, I am focused, or I perform my best under pressure. 4. Challenge yourself. Daily, regularly seek slightly harder tasks to stretch your skills and invite flow more often. What to do when you lose. Flow is fragile. It can break with distractions, fatigue, or self-judgment. If you feel flow slipping away, pause and take 3 deep breaths. Recenter your focus on the present moment. Check if your goal is clear and adjust if needed. Stand up, stretch, or move briefly, then return. Learning to quickly regain flow is part of mastery. Flow and creativity, the ultimate power. Combo flow unlocks not just productivity, but creativity. In flow, your brain links ideas in new ways, often leading to aha moments. This is why writers, artists, and inventors prize flow as the birthplace of breakthrough ideas. Integrating flow into your limitless routine flow shouldn't be an occasional gift. It should be a predictable part of your day. Use your limitless routine, Chapter 9, to create daily flow blocks. Start each session with your mindset ritual. Set clear goals, remove distractions, and practice the flow techniques. Real-life examples of flow mastery. Elite athletes. Tiger Woods visualizes every shot to enter flow on the course. Musicians. Jazz players improvise freely when fully immersed in flow. Entrepreneurs. Elon Musk schedules deep work to engineer innovative breakthroughs. You have the same capacity. Flow is a human superpower. Your flow practice challenge today. Pick one task and prepare to enter flow. Clear your space. Set a clear, specific goal. Use a ritual or breath work to focus. Work without interruption for 25 minutes. Reflect on your experience. With regular practice, flow will become your default mode. Closing thought flow state mastery is the gateway to unlocking peak performance anytime, anywhere. By understanding the science, creating the right conditions, and practicing with intention, you empower your limitless mind to operate at its highest level. Step into flow and watch your productivity, creativity, and joy soar. Chapter 11. Mind over matter. Achieving the impossible. What if I told you that your greatest limits exist mostly in your mind? That the impossible is often just a mental barrier waiting to be shattered? This chapter is about breaking free from those invisible chains and learning how to use your mind's incredible power to achieve what once seemed out of reach. Mind over matter isn't just a catchy phrase, it's a fundamental truth. Your thoughts, beliefs, and mindset shape your reality more than you realize. When you master your mind, you tap into an unstoppable force capable of transcending obstacles, pain, fear, and doubt. In this chapter, you will discover how to harness your mental power, overcome the impossible, and rewrite your story. The power of your mind. Reality shaped by thought science has proven time and again that your mind influences everything, from your physical health to your success. The placebo effect shows how belief can trigger real physiological changes in the body. Studies in neuroplasticity reveal your brain can rewire and grow with intention. Athletes break records by using mental rehearsal and visualization techniques. Your mind is not a passive observer. It is a powerful creator of your reality. Understanding the impossible. The impossible is often a fear-based belief, a story you tell yourself, a boundary created by doubt or past failure. When you realize this, you begin to see that impossible is a challenge for your mind, not an absolute truth. Step 1. Recognize your mental barriers. Begin by identifying the invisible walls you've built. These might look like, I'm not smart enough. I don't have enough time. That kind of success is for other people, not me. Write down these beliefs. Awareness is the first step to change. Step 2. Challenge your limits. Every time you catch yourself thinking, I can't, ask, why do I believe this? Is there real evidence or is it just fear? What would happen if I tried anyway? Replace limiting thoughts with empowering alternatives like, I'm capable of learning, or I will find a way. Step 3. Mental rehearsal. Practice success. In your mind, athletes, performers, and successful people use mental rehearsal to condition their brains for victory. Close your eyes and vividly imagine the challenge you face, how you overcome it step by step. The feelings of success and accomplishment. Your brain can't fully tell the difference between real and vividly imagined experiences. This rewires your confidence and readiness. Step 4. Physical endurance. Begins in the mind over matter is most powerfully tested when the body is pushed to its limits. Take examples from ultramarathoners, mountaineers, and extreme athletes who endure pain, exhaustion, and harsh conditions. Their secret? They use mental tools to focus on the next step, not the entire journey. Reframe pain as a signal of progress, not failure. Repeat positive affirmations to keep pushing forward. Your mind can expand your physical limits far beyond what you might believe possible. Step 5. Cultivate grit and persistence. Achieving the impossible rarely happens overnight. It requires grit, the unyielding passion and perseverance to keep going despite setbacks. Resilience, bouncing back stronger after failure. Train your mind to see challenges as stepping stones rather than roadblocks. Step 6. Tap into the power of curiosity. Curiosity keeps the mind open and flexible, a critical ingredient for pushing past limits. When you ask what if or how can I instead of why me, you invite creativity and possibility. Step 7. Surround yourself with limitless energy. Your environment shapes your mindset. Surround yourself with people who inspire and challenge you, books, podcasts, and ideas that fuel growth. Positive energy that encourages risk-taking and learning. Energy is contagious. Choose yours wisely. Step 8. Develop a can-do mindset with daily mantras. Words shape thoughts, and thoughts shape actions. Create powerful daily mantras like, I am capable of anything I set my mind to. Obstacles are opportunities for growth. I will persist until I succeed. Repeat them aloud or in your mind to build unwavering confidence. Step 9. Embrace failure as feedback. The impossible is often just failure waiting to be reframed. Each setback is an opportunity to learn, adapt, and grow stronger. Your mindset transforms failure from a stopping point into a stepping stone. Step 10. Take consistent action. No mindset shift is complete without action. Break your impossible goals into small, manageable steps and commit to taking them every day. Action builds momentum, and momentum creates change. Real-life stories of mind over matter. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. He famously said, I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Bethany Hamilton, a professional surfer, lost her arm to a shark attack but returned to compete at the highest levels through sheer mental strength. Nick Vujicic, born without limbs, inspires millions by refusing to accept limits. These stories prove that mind over matter is real and it's available to you. Your mind over matter practice today. Choose a challenge that feels impossible. It could be a personal goal, a work project, or a physical test. Write down your fears or doubts about it. Create empowering affirmations to counter those doubts. Visualize yourself succeeding vividly for 5 minutes. Take one bold action step, no matter how small. Celebrate your courage to push the limits. Closing thought. Your mind is the ultimate key to unlocking the impossible. When you learn to command it with belief, persistence, and courage, you become truly limitless. Remember, the impossible is just a story waiting for you to rewrite it, starting now. Chapter 12. Becoming Limitless. The Path. Forward, congratulations. You have traveled deep into the landscape of your mind and discovered tools, insights, and powerful strategies to transcend limits. But becoming truly limitless is not a destination. It is a lifelong journey, a path you walk every single day with intention, courage, and relentless curiosity. In this final chapter, we bring everything together and explore how you can sustain this mindset, continue your growth, and live a life where boundaries dissolve and new possibilities emerge. The mindset of the limitless. To become limitless, you must adopt a mindset that welcomes challenge, values growth, and embraces uncertainty. Curiosity over fear. Instead of fearing failure or the unknown, lean into curiosity. Ask, what can I learn? Or, how can I improve? Growth as identity. See yourself as a work in progress, someone who learns, evolves, and adapts every day. Your potential is never fixed, it expands infinitely. Ownership and responsibility. Take full responsibility for your thoughts, emotions, and actions. When you do this, you reclaim your power and control over your reality. Commitment to daily practice. Limitlessness is not an overnight achievement. It's built brick by brick through daily habits and mindful practice. Dedicate time every day to mental training, whether it's meditation, visualization, affirmations, or focus exercises. Reflect regularly on your progress and reset your intentions as needed. Embrace small wins. These are the fuel that powers larger breakthroughs. Continuous learning. The limitless mind is a learning mind. The most powerful people never stop learning. Becoming limitless means becoming a lifelong learner. Read widely. Books, articles, research on psychology, science, philosophy, and more. Engage with mentors, coaches, or communities that challenge your thinking. Treat every failure or setback as a valuable lesson, not a defeat. Expand your comfort zone. Your comfort zone is the invisible cage of the mind. The more you stretch beyond it, the more your limits dissolve. Take deliberate risks, big or small, that stretch your mental, emotional, or physical boundaries. Welcome discomfort as a signal that you are growing. Celebrate bravery, even when outcomes are uncertain. Build a supportive environment. Your surroundings deeply influence your mindset. Surround yourself with people who believe in growth and push you toward your best self. Create a space, physical and mental, that inspires creativity, focus, and calm. Limit exposure to negativity, distractions, and energy drainers. Balance ambition with self-compassion. Being limitless does not mean being relentlessly hard on yourself. Practice self-compassion. Treat yourself kindly in moments of struggle or doubt. Recognize that growth cycles include highs and lows. Both are natural and necessary. Take care of your physical, emotional, and mental health. They are the foundation of your limitless potential. Harness the power of purpose. Limitlessness is amplified when driven by a compelling purpose. Clarify what truly matters to you, your why. Align your actions and goals with this purpose to sustain motivation. Let purpose be your compass when challenges arise. Stay present, yet visionary. Balance the power of being fully present in the moment with the ability to hold a clear vision of your future. Mindfulness helps you focus, reduces anxiety, and enhances mental clarity. A vivid vision keeps you motivated and directs your efforts toward meaningful goals. Celebrate progress, not perfection. Perfectionism is a mental trap that limits potential. Shift your focus from perfect outcomes to consistent progress. Celebrate every step forward, no matter how small. Recognize that effort and persistence create transformation. Your limitless legacy. Becoming limitless is about more than personal success. It's about the impact you leave behind. How will you inspire others by your mindset and actions? What contributions will you make to your community, family, or world? Living limitlessly means living as a beacon of possibility for those around you. A final invitation. Your mind is the gateway to limitless possibility. You have within you the power to create, to grow, to overcome, and to shine beyond boundaries. The path forward is yours to walk, with courage, clarity, and commitment. Each day offers a new chance to choose limitlessness. Exercise. You're limitless. Commitment. Write down 3 specific actions you will commit to daily or weekly to train your mind. Identify one fear or limiting belief you will confront this week. Set an inspiring goal that challenges your current limits. Reflect weekly on your progress and adjust your path with kindness and intention. Closing words. Remember, being limitless is not about never facing limits. It's about the mindset, resilience, and action you take to move beyond them. The journey to becoming limitless has no end, only new beginnings, new heights, and endless horizons. Step forward boldly. Your limitless self awaits. Conclusion. This is your moment as you reach the final pages of this journey. Pause for a moment and take a deep breath. Feel the power within you. the power that has been there all along, quietly waiting for you to recognize it. This book has been your guide, but the real work, the real magic, is in what you do next. This is your moment. Not tomorrow, not next week, not when conditions feel perfect. Right now, this very second, is where your limitless journey truly begins. Why now? Because every second you wait is a moment of potential left untapped. Your mind, your beliefs, your habits, they are shaping your future with or without your conscious choice. Choosing to take control, to train your mind, and to become limitless is the most powerful decision you can make. You are more powerful than remember, the mind is the most extraordinary tool you possess. It can build worlds, heal wounds, solve impossible problems, and create miracles out of ordinary moments. But it needs your conscious direction. It thrives on belief, focus, resilience, and daily practice. The limitless life awaits. Imagine waking up every day with a mind sharpened like a laser, a heart resilient like steel, and a spirit free from the chains of doubt and fear. Imagine facing challenges with calm confidence, embracing change as a friend, and pursuing your goals with unstoppable momentum. This isn't a dream. It's the reality you can create. You are not alone, many before you have walked this path, overcoming obstacles, rewriting their stories, and redefining what is possible, and many will follow. Your journey becomes part of a collective movement toward greater human potential and freedom. Take the leap. The path to becoming limitless is yours to own. Step forward with courage, embrace the discomfort, celebrate the progress, learn from setbacks. Each step you take strengthens your mind, expands your potential, and brings you closer to the extraordinary life you deserve. Your call to action right now, ask yourself, what is one small action I can take today to train my mind? What limiting belief am I ready to release? How will I show up differently starting now? Write down your answers, make a plan, take that step. A final thought, limitlessness is not a state reserved for a select few. It is your birthright, waiting to be claimed. The only question is, will you say yes to yourself? Thank you for trusting this journey. Thank you for allowing this book to be part of your story. Remember, every moment is a fresh opportunity to train your mind, expand your limits, and live fully. This is your moment. Make it count.